Antarctica is too far, too expensive, and too extraordinary to book like an ordinary cruise. Hi, I'm Ritu, founder and travel advisor at Travelopod. For over 21 years, I have helped travelers plan complex international journeys and meaningful travel experiences around the world. I have also traveled to Antarctica myself on a National Geographic expedition ship. Experiencing it personally gave me a very different understanding of what actually matters when choosing an expedition like this one. Most travelers who come to us have already done some bit of research. They have compared ships, looked through itineraries, watched some videos, and read about different expedition operators. Antarctica expedition, ranging from around $7,000 to the upwards of 20,000, they want to make the decision right way. The challenge is not finding the information. There is plenty of it. The challenge is knowing how to interpret it. Most people come to us with four very practical questions. Which ship should I choose? What expedition operator is right for me after researching so many of them? Which itinerary is worth the extra time and money? And what is the best month to go? These questions sound very straightforward, but each comes with some trade offs that are not always the obvious one, which is available online. So before answering them, I begin with even more fundamental question. What kind of Antarctica experience are you hoping to have? You may not know the answer yet, and most first timers don't. That is why I want to walk you through the five decisions that will help you research about Antarctica properly and help you make the decision of the experience that is right for you. Firstly, understand what an Antarctica experience can actually look like. Most people are inspired to visit after seeing photographs of immense icebergs, penguin colonies, dramatic glaciers, and zodiac landings through pristine landscape. But those images really explain what your journey feels like from day to day basis. The word expedition itself can be misleading because it sounds like as though Antarctica is only for extremely active or adventurous people. That simply is not true. On my expedition, our group included an 11-year-old and an 82-year-old. Both experienced Antarctica in a way that worked for them. Most well run expeditions offer several activities throughout the cruise. One group may take more challenging hike, another group may choose to do a shoreline walk, and others may just like to be on Zodiac or watch the scenery from their ship. You decide how active you want to be. Even the term wet landing can also be intimidating to many people. It simply means the zodiac stops in shallow water and you step into water in your waterproof boots before you walk onto shores. Good expedition team organize this very carefully. Crew members stabilize the zodiac, passengers get on and off. Throughout the landing, they are helpful, they are around to navigate and help each and everybody. So ask or research by asking, what will a typical day look like? What choices will I have of my interest and activity level? The second decision is choosing the right ship. Antarctica is one of the most expensive vacation most people will ever take. So it's natural to assume that a bigger, more luxurious ship will provide better experience. In fact, that is not true for Antarctica. Generally, no more than 100 visitors from a vessel can be ashore at any given point. That means ship carrying more passengers must organize rotations between shore landings and Zodiac. Ships carrying more than 500 people sometimes do not make landings at all. A smaller ship may allow passengers to disembark more quickly, spend more time, and do more of those wet landings. A larger ship may offer more luxurious, more space, and larger suites, but they may not offer landings. So in Antarctica, the ship is not simply your hotel. It determines how efficiently and effectively you can experience the destination. The third decision is evaluating the tour operator and the expedition team. Travelers often focus on ship, the cabin size, the itinerary, which they can see online. But the expedition team can be just as important as the vessel. Antarctica does not follow a perfectly fixed itinerary. wind, ice, weather, and landing sites availability can change the whole itinerary at any given point. I experienced this myself. A change in plan does not necessarily mean waste of time. It just means that the leader needs to take a decision based on the experience and the available crew. When comparing operators, look beyond the photographs and check how experienced is the expedition team. How many zodiacs do they have? How strong are their lectures, photography guidance, or any daily briefing? How efficiently are passengers moved on and off those zodiacs? Are activities like kayaking, camping, hiking included or offered at an additional cost? The expedition crew influences your safety, understanding, and ultimately how much of Antarctica you experience depend upon them. So I would evaluate them very closely. The fourth decision is how to choose the right itinerary. Not every Antarctica itinerary delivers the same. The Antarctic Peninsula is the classic choice and wonderful introduction for most first timers. An itinerary that attempts to cross the Antarctic Circle takes longer and also costs more. Adding South Georgia and Falkland Islands create a very different wildlife focused journey, but it involves more time and more budget. A traditional sailing includes full drake crossing. A fly-in cruise makes you fly over the drake. A fly-in cruise can save several days, but it could be a little more costlier, but would be a great fit for travelers who have limited time and serious concern about motion sickness. The fifth decision is about choosing the right month. There is no single best month for Antarctica. The season generally runs from November to March, and the experience changed noticeably across those 5 months. November can bring fresh snow, dramatic ice formation, huge icebergs, and early penguin nesting activity. December often offers longer days, a more balanced mix of landscape and wildlife. January is known for active penguin colonies and chicks. February is often especially rewarding for whale watchers. March can bring longer days, more light, excellent whale activity, and sometimes better value. The right month should be the one which is a good fit for you, depending upon what you're seeking from your experience. I have had customers traveling pretty much in all the months, and they all came back with rave reviews. If penguin chicks are your priority, your answer may be different than somebody seeking more whale watching, photography, pristine snow, or fewer ships. That is why I really begin with what is the best month. I like to begin with what do you want to seek from this experience. So before comparing fares, cabins, focus on these five decisions. Which itinerary include what you would regret missing the most? And which month aligns with the wildlife, landscape, or your budget or the conditions you want? And if you get these decisions right, the cabin becomes finishing touch rather than foundation of your trip. Because Antarctica rewards a traveler who understands what they are choosing. Once you know that, the next step is to book everything in the right order. In the next segment, I will explain when to book, what to compare before paying a deposit, which part of the journey should be secured together, and what can be left for later to book. Thank you for joining me. If you found this helpful, please subscribe. I will continue to share more travel insights from journeys I have done personally and the lessons I have learned for more than 2 decades of helping travelers plan complex international trips around the world.